This is Innovation Connected, coming to you from the World Economic Forum in Davos, a podcast by Tenity.
My name is Max, I'm a venture partner of Tenity. I would like to welcome our esteemed guests, Nikhila and Samir. Welcome. Thank you for being here from so far away from India. I would like that both of you do a quick introduction, what you do, and then why you came here to Davos.
Thank you so much, Max, for having us on this podcast.
Yes.
It's wonderful to meet you. So I'm Samir. I'm the co-founder and CEO of MoneyPlanned. So MoneyPlanned is a fintech startup which is helping individuals with AI-driven financial planning and wealth management. So at MoneyPlanned, I do the product and the tech and the strategy. And yeah, technically.
And I had the business and the growth. I'm the co-founder.
Yes.
And recently we have been part of the Tenity Singapore cohort.
Wow. No.
And also through Tenity, we were connected to UBS, Female Founder Project, where I happened to win the Rising Star Award.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
That's quite impressive. And what was the reason why coming to Davos? Is that the reason, or?
Yeah, we were invited by Government of India. We were part of the delegation from there, and we're representing the Indian startup community at Davos. And Davos is an excellent place for networking and building meaningful business relationships. So we're very excited, and we're having a great time here.
Yeah, is it your first time here?
No, we've been here in 2023. It's the second time.
Okay.
Yeah, it's even better. It's gone up to another level now.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Wow. So maybe you can explain a bit more about what are you doing and why are you doing it?
Sure. So MoneyPlanned, it's our baby, and I resonate with what I do on a very personal level because as a kid, I was raised in a family of bankers and wealth managers, and I've seen up close how lack of financial planning can ruin families, and just following simple financial hygiene, financial discipline can actually change a family's trajectory. I've seen this up close because I was raised by bankers and wealth managers. So I have always wanted to, sort of combine finance and tech because I was also a very nerdy kid and I was very fascinated by technology. So working at the intersection of finance and tech has always been my passion, and MoneyPlanned is helping me, realize that.
Okay, but what is the problem you solve? You say that people don't do proper investment decisions, or what is the problem you're actually solving?
Absolutely. So in India, there's a complete lack of access to financial advisory. So for context, there's more than 180 million upper middle class, but there are just 1,400 registered advisors in India.
Okay.
So basically, people don't have access to quality advisors. And as Nikhila has mentioned, which leads to very bad financial decisions and very negative financial outcomes.
Mm-hmm.
So because they don't have access to this, what we started doing is built an AI platform which can actually give this personalized advice to all the people who actually need it. And so that's the problem essentially we're solving, right? Like lack of advisory for people who need it desperately and who don't have the right financial planning and wealth management strategies.
Maybe can you route me through? I'm now a client of yours. I go to the website, I sign up. Hey, what happens then?
So we help you first when we onboard our clients. We understand their financial profile. We understand what their financial goals are, what they need from their money, and then we create a tailored financial plan for them across multiple goals at once. Because what happens is usually finances. This is an observation that we've had, across geographies, across economic classes, that finances are very fragmented. Nobody has a holistic view of their money. The stocks are somewhere, the credit is somewhere else. Their investments are, they have a wealth manager with another bank. So it's all very fragmented and, all over the place. And what we're trying to do is, trying to unify that first, help them get all their money in one place, understand their profile, and then build a plan that is customized for them. So they don't have to, take their relatives' advice or their friends' advice, because it's personal finance for a reason,
Yes.
because it's very personal and, very individual, right? So we try to create that personalized financial plan and also help them make the right investments that can help them achieve their goals as fast as possible.
Okay, so it's probably a questionnaire. You ask about your risk appetite, topics you would probably be interested in.
Yeah. So just to kind of add on to that, so how the client journey looks like is once they sign up, essentially all of this is done by an AI assistant. So we have an AI assistant that actually helps them build the right financial plan. And we also have an AI assistant that recommends where they should invest, how much they should invest, how they should diversify their investments. And then we have the platform where we can make the investments and manage the portfolios on their behalf as well.
Okay, so there's this, it's like an interface where you also then see all the different asset classes you invested in and also your performance.
Yeah.
Is there a license needed for such a business?
Yes.
How difficult was that to acquire that as a startup in India?
Oh, well,
No, but
yeah, I get it. So it was not very easy. So you have to write an exam. You need proper knowledge,
Yes.
because investment advice is you need fiduciary responsibility, and for that you have to be qualified enough, and there are a set of examinations that one has to clear, and then there's compliance process as well. It's definitely not easy, and I think that's what sets the entry barrier also very high for us for this industry,
Yes.
which also is a competitive advantage.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, but at the same time, for someone who has the necessary intelligence and the qualification for it, I would say that the regulatory environment is pretty friendly to get started with wealth management.
Okay. Yeah, it's very good. I mean, we saw such a lot of these, let's say, solutions in Europe also starting, or in the United States, but probably I guess it's a quite different approach how to get clients in India. Or is it a classic online model? You run advertisement and then they sign up, or how is the distribution model of your business?
So absolutely not. I would say it's not so simple and cut out like that for us. It's not a very easy job for us to acquire and scale the distribution in India, because in India, trust is the number one factor.
Okay.
As I would say globally as well it is, but in India it's even more driven by trust and just wanting to talk to someone who's a trusted advisor for people, which leads to them making the right financial decisions. So we have a multiple channels for distribution. So one of those is, of course, we acquire leads with advertising as well. But to actually convert them, we have a whole bunch of partners who are actually offline advisors, offline distributors, who were never kind of enabled by tech. So we have these offline partners and distributors to help convert and build the trust with the customers. And apart from this, we do a lot of corporate partnerships where we're tied up with companies providing our solution as an employee financial wellness solution.
So it's a B2B to C approach.
Absolutely,
Right.
yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
The go-to market is B2B to C.
Okay.
And to add to Sameer's point, different demographics react very differently, to technology, right?
Yeah.
So you have the more millennial, Gen Z
Yeah.
earning population that are more tech savvy, that digital natives. They are easy and willing to adopt to online services more easily compared to the others. Say slightly older, population need that relationship management. That is a crucial factor for them.
Yeah.
So we have different demographics reacting differently, but I think we are able to cater to the millennial segment very seamlessly, and there's a natural, product market fit for that category.
Can you say something about your segmentation? I mean, let's say area or age group, is there big differences, or it's very concentrated?
Absolutely. So there is a slight kind of our ideal customer persona is slightly distributed more in the metro cities and tier 1 cities of India, because our segment is actually the mass affluent segment in India. So these are people just below the high net worth individuals and UHNIs who are unserviced by any advisors, as I said earlier. So basically our customers are somewhere in the age group between 27 to 45. The age is slightly varied, but their salaries as well is around 30 lakh per annum in Indian rupees to around 80 lakh per annum in Indian rupees. So this is a very vast segment. They have almost $9 trillion in savings and wealth, but they're completely unserviced by traditional wealth advisors or anyone as well. So this is the segment that we're looking at actually. And just to add on to the previous point as well, so when we're looking at a segment which is 27 to 45 age group, so we don't have like one model which works for them, which is just to say that have a relationship manager or just have a purely digital platform. So we've adopted a slightly hybrid approach. So where there's both a very seamless like online digital platform as well, and we have like a relationship manager aspect to it as well.
Okay. Do you also have saving plans? Is that something which is also relevant for you, like that you like a part of your income goes into the investment?
Yes, like a systematic investment plan.
Yes.
Where a part of their monthly income goes
Yes.
into the investments, and it's automatically debited every month.
Okay, perfect. So is this a bigger amount in relation to the initial investment, or what's the focus for you as a firm?
Yeah, so the focus for us as a firm is actually on financial planning itself. So what we've observed is once we do the financial planning, both of these aspects tend to go up, like the one-time investment they make as well as the monthly investment they make. So for example, like we had a couple of people who were just investing around 100k INR, Indian rupees, over 5 years. But just when they had the financial plan, suddenly that amount shot up to like 25x of that in 1 to 2 months. And even almost 100% of their monthly savings goes completely through our platform because we have the right financial plan.
That's very good. Congratulations to that. It sounds like a very good solution.
Thank you.
You mentioned before that you're part of the Tenity cohort in Singapore. So first of all, how did that start? How did you apply, or how did you get in contact with Tenity, and then how was the process?
I received a message on LinkedIn. It was a LinkedIn outreach that was shared, and I got on a call with the Singapore team, very friendly, amazing investors. So they explained to us about the program, and we knew that it was very relevant because our 10-year vision for the company is to be a global financial planning company and serve millions of customers, and we saw that Tenity would be a very strategic partner for us in fulfilling that vision. So it was a no-brainer, and we immediately signed up, and we were lucky enough to get in and be part of the cohort and receive the investment as well.
Wow, maybe you can say something a bit about how it is to be in a cohort. I mean, you are living in India.
Right.
So then did you have to move to Singapore?
Right.
Or maybe you can explain a bit more how that was, or how that felt for you as well. I mean, being away from your core business then, I guess, when you're part of the cohort, and what do you experience there?
So the Tenity Accelerator program is, it's modular, right? So you have 4 modules spread across 3 to 4 months, and for 2 of them we had to be in person, and everything culminates into a demo day where we present, we refine the pitch. Everything we've worked on for 3 months is presented to a set of investors, corporate partners, and for 2 of the modules we were in person, and I think those were the best months of the year for us last year. It was very immersive. It was very hands-on. There was so much that we took away. There was so much we realized we were doing wrong. Massive perspective shift. I think that's what happened with the accelerator. And it was we didn't realize it. Honestly, we didn't have many expectations. We just thought, okay, it'd be an accelerator program. We'll learn something. But then it was 180 flip. I think we are better founders. We have it's one of the most meaningful chapters in our entrepreneurial journey, and we are thankful to Tenity for putting us through the program. And I think the best part about the cohort is the peer learning, right? What you learn from the other startups. I think that is the biggest takeaway for us.
No,
absolutely. And at no point did we feel like we were away from our core business. At every point it felt like we were digging more deeply into our core business. So the classes, the sessions, as well as the one-on-one interactions that Tenity arranged as well were brilliant and really insightful. So it really helped us actually get a completely new perspective on what business we're doing, how do we approach actually distribution with it, and every single aspect of it was completely transformed. So it was not just a program, but it literally helped shift our mindset as well about what we can do over the next 10 years as well. Wow. And of course, as Nikhila mentioned, the cohort was just awesome, and I think we've made friends for life. And it's always great to have, because entrepreneurship is a slightly tough and lonely journey at times. So it's great to have a bunch of people that you can learn from that are really great friends as well. So I think Tenity's helped us form that really great set of connections.
So whom would you recommend to apply for the program then?
For the
future programs.
Sure, I think I've already recommended a lot of my fintech friends to Tenity.
Okay.
Anybody in the fintech sector, I think, can benefit massively from Tenity's network and their connections across the globe, because they're very strategic. They know the companies that they're investing in, and they're very high quality startups, that they scout and invest in. So anybody in the fintech sector should, or anybody with fintech clients as well, any company that is looking for fintech clients, Tenity is the place to be, and it is definitely the YC for fintechs.
Wow, thank you. Do you look into already other countries where you would like to internationalize, or is that a later at a
Yes,
later stage you do that?
We are receiving a lot of interest, so from US and a couple from Switzerland and Singapore. So still preliminary conversations, but there's definitely a lot of interest and a lot of strategic alignment. So we are looking forward to what's in store for that.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're in the exploratory phase for internationalizing our product. But since we've kind of built it from the ground up with an international vision, I mean, we're well prepared for that. So once we have like a good set of momentum going on that, we would be looking to kind of like start a global expansion as soon as possible as well.
And which one is you think where you have the most traction compared to your current success? Is it the US? Is it Europe? Do you have already a feeling in which area you would like to explore?
So I mean, I don't have any clear winner yet on that.
Okay.
But I'd say like US is definitely like one of the top options as well we have available. Not just because of the markets as well, but also because of the kind of network that we've already had there. But of course, I'd say the next biggest option for us is Singapore and the Southeast Asian markets as well. And that is purely because of Tenity, like, the kind of network that Tenity has brought in as well. It's helped us have a greater vision on the Southeast Asian markets as well.
Yeah, I think such a solution is definitely there, not really there on the market yet, even not in Hong Kong. Having a clear saving plan for, I don't know, specific peer groups and have their easy solution for that.
Absolutely. But also in the recent times, like even Europe also has turned out to be like a very interesting market, because once we were connected to UBS and we discovered how they're also working on similar kind of solutions that they want to implement. And of course, that because we have the right tech to implement it for them. So I'd say like in the recent times, even Europe also has caught our interest. So that's why I'm saying we don't know what's the clear winner yet.
Okay.
And the core of our technology, like Samir was saying, is pretty geography agnostic, because financial planning, the fundamental principles, the core principles are the same everywhere. So that makes our USP very globally appealing. Although maybe the local implementation, the regulatory aspect is something that needs to be taken care of. But the core USP is pretty geography agnostic. So we're very bullish about international expansion.
So you become a back end for financial advisors.
Yes,
globally.
absolutely.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's probably quite a good approach. So what are your plannings being in Europe? So any other countries you would like to visit before going back?
Oh, well, Europe is so beautiful. I mean, we're spoiled for choice, but yeah, we've picked Sweden for this trip. Yeah.
Wow. So a couple more days in Sweden.
Yes.
Perfect. Yeah, then I wish you a very good trip to Sweden, and also a safe trip home.
Thank you.
And of course, to see you latest next year in Davos, but of course also wish you a lot of success with your baby.
Yeah.
Thank you very
MoneyPlanned.
much. Yes, thank you
Thank
very
you so
much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
It was wonderful chatting with you.
Thank you.